Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are in a little bit of a different spot because we're going to be doing a different sort of video today. We are going to be packing my makeup bag for the weekend. I'm leaving for the weekend soon to go to my grandma's house and go just spend some time with family, and I need to pack a makeup bag, and I figured why not share that with you guys. I thought it would be super fun, and I had some extra time to film today. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to be bringing enough makeup to do like a typical glam like I have on today. If I was going home for a longer period of time, I'm only going home for 2.5 days. If I was going home for like 4 or 5 days or like a week, or if I knew I had a special event to go to or something like that, I probably would pack more makeup than I'm going to show you guys today, just because I need different things to get glam and glitter and liquid lipstick and lashes and things like that. But in this video, we're just going to be packing a typical amount of makeup for me, just what it takes for me to do a full glam. And like I said, I just thought it would be fun to share with you guys. Right now I'm standing next to my makeup drawers. I'm going to be going through those with you guys and take you through the actual picking and choosing process. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my tips and tricks on how to minimize what you're packing, really think about the packaging and the uses for the products and things like that. So I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing this video, and if you want to pack my makeup with me, stay tuned and let's just go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so here is my makeup collection. I have them in these drawers from Target. Again, if you guys want to see all of the information on these baskets and this organizer, definitely check out my pack with me for college video. All of that is there. What I'm gonna do now is go through drawer by drawer and pick out like one thing for each step. Like I said, sometimes I tend to be a little bit excessive and I bring 2 foundations, 3 concealers, 3 products for my brows. I really want to try to keep it to a minimum, especially living in a place like New York City. I have to walk to get to public transportation, and then I have to carry my suitcase and my makeup bag on the train or the bus or whatever. So I've been really trying to be better about minimizing what I pack, especially if I'm only going to be gone for 2 or 3 days max. When I pack, I kind of like to go through the process in my head just to ensure that I don't forget anything. So the first thing I always do is prime my eyes, and that is with concealer. That is why I put my concealer in my eye drawer. So I think the one that I'm gonna take, I have my empty Fenty box in here. I don't know why, but I think the one that I am gonna take with me this weekend is the Fenty concealer. I am still trying this one out, so I feel like taking it for a weekend and not having access to other concealers in my collection will allow me to get a really good feel for like what this is like. I have been liking this so far, but I do wanna make sure that my review is as accurate as possible. So I am gonna take this Fenty concealer so I could test this out. After I prime, I always go ahead and do my brows. So I am gonna bring my absolute favorite brow product. This is the Pro Fusion Brow Kit. When it comes to only bringing one product per step, the only exception that I will make is for my brows, just because you guys know brows are important and I need the 2 steps. So I will be bringing my Pro Fusion brow powder. I've been loving that. And then I will also be bringing a pencil, just because to me I get the best shapes in my brows when I outline with a pencil first and then fill them in. So this is the Trace-Stick Define, Sculpt, and Set Brow Pencil in the shade Americano. This has been my absolute favorite recently. I do usually use a brow gel, but what I really love about this Trace-Stick product when I'm traveling is that if you unscrew the back, it actually has the built-in brow gel. So I will be bringing that as my brow gel, just to kind of lower the amount of product that I have to put in my makeup bag to lighten my load. Another thing, of course, I need for the eyes is my mascara. I'm just gonna bring my absolute favorite Maybelline Total Temptation. You guys know I talk about it a lot and I love it. Also, if you guys hear some construction in the back, I am so sorry about that. Just, you guys know how it is if you live in New York City. I do know I am gonna bring an all matte palette, so I think just to spice things up a little bit, and for my one lid shade, I'm gonna bring my Kylie Glitter Eyes. My boyfriend just got this for me for Valentine's Day. I thought this was such a cute gift. This is in the shade Roses Are Red. It's a very pretty soft blush pink. I am gonna bring this with me, like I said, because I know I am bringing an all matte palette, and I do like to have a pop of glitter or metallic here and there, so I'm gonna pop this in the bag as well. So after I am done with my eyes, I will typically move on to priming my face and all of my face stuff. So here I keep my primers, powders, and foundations. So the first thing that I'm gonna pick out is a primer. Typically when I'm going away for the weekend, I just want something that I know is gonna work, my holy grail kind of go-to. And I've been really enjoying this Maybelline Master Prime lately. Definitely a super close dupe for the Smashbox one. They have like very slight differences, but for the most part, they are almost identical primers. And again, this is very lightweight. That's another thing I do when I pack. I kind of do it by the packaging. I love this Touch and Soul one, but if you feel it, it is a glass bottle. It is a little bit more of a heavier packaging. So I'm gonna go with a plastic packaging that's in a sleeker tube, just to make sure it fits in the makeup bag nicer, and again, to overall lighten the load. Of course, no questions asked, I'm gonna bring my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. This is a little bit of a pain to fit in some makeup bags because it does have a little bit more bulky packaging, but I love it. I can't do my makeup without it, so that is definitely coming. And now moving to the back for foundation, here is what I have. If you guys want an updated college makeup collection, I could definitely do that for you and go through everything that I have. But I think what I'm gonna do is bring the foundation that I've been really loving. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. Typically when I pack, I like to bring something that could either give me like a really fresh, dewy look for lighter makeup days, or something that could be built up to be more full coverage, and this is exactly that. So that is what I'm gonna bring. So instead of bringing 2 foundations or a few different foundations depending on the occasion, I'm just gonna bring the one that I know works for any single look, and that is my Fresh Wear in the shade 420. I hope you guys can see this drawer okay, but in this next drawer, this one's a little bit of a mess, but oh my god, ignore my sweaters too. My sweater drawer is so full, I can't fit anything else in it, but this is where I keep my bronzers, blushes, highlighters, contour products, as well as setting spray. So I do have a lot of stuff crammed into this drawer. I wish there was another one of these small drawers on this system, but that's okay. So just going through and picking out what I want. Automatically off the bat, I'm gonna go in for my Anastasia bronzer in the shade Rosewood. This is just my perfect versatile bronzer. I don't know, you guys know I love this. It's so good. For blush, another new product is this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in the shade Just Peachy. I actually just picked this up yesterday and I'm using it for the first time today. You guys know I just love a good peachy blush. There you go. I just turned the brightness down so you could see a little bit better. It is just so beautiful, and again, like I said, this will go with any makeup look. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's just going to look really great on the cheek no matter what else I'm wearing. And then for a highlighter, I want to pack something pretty light with me, and also in a packaging that's not going to break, because one of my biggest fears is my highlighter or any of my powders shattering for that matter. So I think I'm going to take one of my Wet n Wild highlighters, and I think I'm going to take either Glowing Golden Flower Crown or Blossom Glow. These are really similar. Blossom Glow right here is just going to be a little bit more on the rose gold side, whereas Golden Flower Crown, like it says in the name, is a little bit more golden. I think I'm gonna take this one. I think this will just go with more makeup looks, and like I said, these are very lightweight and I've never had any problems with the formula crumbling or anything like that, so that's what I'm gonna take with me. One product that I am very scared to travel with are my Becca highlighters. These are so soft and so lightly pressed. I don't recommend traveling with something like this because I've seen so many people break these and they just fall like the shortest amount on carpet or something like that. So if you are gonna travel, I recommend bringing powders that you know are a little bit more firmly pressed, just so nothing happens to them in transportation. And then I know it's a little dark, but also in the back I have some setting sprays. I would recommend getting a little travel bottle. I do have a travel size Fix Plus, but unfortunately I left that at home. So just to save a little bit of room, and like I said, to make sure stuff doesn't overflow in the bag, I'm gonna take this mini Catrice one. This is essentially the same exact thing as Fix Plus. You could use this under makeup, on top of makeup, or anything like that. And the bottle is a lot smaller than Fix Plus, so I'm gonna take this one with me. And then the last drawer has my eyeshadow palettes and my lip products, and I believe that's the last thing that I have to pack. Please bear with me. I know my floor is like a little dirty and stuff, but like I said, this is real life. That's okay. So, and also I am holding my camera, so if it's a little bit shaky, that's why. My tripod doesn't get low enough to the ground for you guys to be able to see this portion of my drawer. So like I mentioned earlier, I am going to be bringing an all matte palette. I've just been absolutely loving my Profusion Mattes palette. I know I talk about this so much on my channel, you guys, but for such good reason. It's just so good. It's a great travel palette. You have cream shades, light shades, warm shades, dark shades. You could easily take a look from day to night super quickly. And like I said, I do have the Kylie shadow for my lid for a fun pop of glam if I want to go a little bit more bold with my look. And then lastly, for lips, I'm just going to keep it very simple and choose my everyday go-to makeup products. I've been loving my MAC lip liner in Boldly Bare. My mom got this for me for Christmas and it's just been the most perfect, amazing color for every day. I'm also gonna take with me ColourPop What's Your Sign. I'm sure you guys are not shocked by any of these choices, just my go-to peachy nudes. And then for a lighter day, if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna take my Fenty Gloss Bomb. Okay, so here are all the products that I'm bringing. Again, I am really proud of myself. I feel like a lot of the times when I pack, like I mentioned earlier, I just always overpack. If you knew me, I'm a chronic overpacker. I overpack my clothes, my makeup, my tools, everything. So this is one of every step minus the brows, but I do have a brow pencil and a brow powder. And then for the lips, I am bringing a few products, but one's a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. But for other things that you really only need one of, like one palette, one foundation, etc., I really tried to keep it down to that. So again, here's just a quick overview of everything I picked out. All of these products will be linked down below, and now let's get on into actually putting these into a bag, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been using to travel with my makeup. First things first, this is how I bring my brushes anytime I travel. No matter how much makeup I'm bringing, I always bring the exact same brushes because brushes are just the key to getting that flawless face. This is just my favorite way to carry my brushes. The makeup bag that I do have does have a slot for brushes, but for someone like me who uses an excessive amount of brushes in their makeup routine, it just doesn't fit. So I'm not going to be going through every brush that I have in here, but I'll just show you guys really quick, like kind of what I have in here. I have my sponge, powder brushes, blush brushes, eye brushes. If you guys want to know what all of my favorite brushes are, you can definitely go check out my recent brush video. I tell you guys my favorites and I talk you guys through my whole collection of brushes, but for now, this is how I bring my brushes anywhere, and I really love how it's been working out for me. And by the way, this makeup bag is from Morphe. It came with their rose gold brushes from the Complexion Goals. So this is the actual makeup bag that I've been using to travel with. Before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to K-Sup for sending this to me. This video is not sponsored, but they did send this to me for review consideration, and I do really love this. I think the quality is great, so I want to share it with you guys. Again, this is by K-Sup Miami, and it is their Voyage Cosmetics makeup travel case. It comes in 2 shades. I have mine in the midnight blue and blush pink, but it also comes in black and copper rose, and you can purchase them on Amazon. Of course, I will have the links to them down below. I always want to be honest with you guys regardless if the product was sent to me or not. I do want to say that this is a little bit small if you guys are people who wear like lashes and full glam and you need to bring glitter and different lipstick shades and multiple different foundations. This definitely isn't the bag for that. This is going to be more travel friendly for overnight or for the weekend, or if you guys just have an average amount of makeup year round, this is going to be good for someone who has like a typical amount of makeup. Like I said, when I do travel for the weekend, I try to minimalize everything, and it does fit in here because of that. But if I was going away for like a week or going to an event or a wedding or something and I needed more products to get glam, they wouldn't all fit in here. So that is one thing about the bag that I just wanted to point out. But like I said, for the average makeup wearer and for someone who has an average amount of makeup, just going away for the weekend or overnight or whatever, this is going to be perfect. One thing that I noticed about this makeup bag right off the bat, I don't know if you guys can hear, this is a little bit of a harder case, which I love. I'm always terrified when I travel that my makeup is going to break or shatter, and this is very protective. So like I said, this case is available on Amazon. I will have it linked down below if you guys want to shop, but I will show you guys what the inside looks like first. So when you first open it up, on one side you do have a mesh pocket, which I love. It's zippered. I love the mesh because it is very breathable. On this side of the makeup bag, you do get a little flip up pocket, which I love, and it does have a hanger. So if you're getting ready in the bathroom and you want to hang the bag, or if you don't have enough room on your counter space, you could totally use it like that. And again, you have another mesh zippered pocket up here at the top. If you do only have like 5 or 6 brushes, if you have a minimal brush collection, unlike me, you can totally fit your brushes in here. It has the pocket and then the little band to hold them in place. Like you guys saw earlier, I typically always like to carry my brushes separate in a little pouch like this, so I won't be using that compartment for brushes, but you totally could. I did test it out. Actually, I'll just show you guys. just so you can see. So let's say you are only someone who carries like a little handful of brushes like this, then you can just go ahead and slip them all into the pockets, and then you could even put the cover on it so it won't transfer anywhere if the brushes are dirty. And then they also can go under the band just to ensure more safekeeping. So I thought that was a really great feature, but like I said, I don't carry my brushes in with my makeup, so I will be using that though for pencils. That'll be really great for liners, lip liners, eyeliners, brow pencils, and stuff like that. It's like a nice, tall, skinny compartment for some longer products. And then underneath there, we do have another flap if you wanted to slide like a palette or something under here. And then lastly, it does have another zippered mesh pocket down here for more goodies. So those are all the compartments in the makeup bag, I believe. I have been really liking it, again, just for like a daily full face of makeup. It is really great, and I love the protective case. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the material of this, but it would kind of be good for like an ASMR video. If I did ASMR, I would totally use this. All right, so now that we have talked about the specs of the bag, again, thank you so much, Case Up, for sending me the bag. Again, this was not sponsored. I just really like to share stuff with you guys when I love it, because I think it'll make traveling with your makeup a lot easier. So now let's load up the bag. I don't think I'm gonna talk through this part just because everyone does it different, but I will kind of walk you guys through it once I am done. But for now, you could just sit back, relax, and watch me load up the bag. All right, you guys, so the bag is all packed. That is everything that I need to do a full face of makeup. Again, I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through how I organize this section by section and things like that. But as you guys can see, everything fits really well if you just have like a normal size daily makeup routine. The one thing that I did notice is that something a little bit thicker, like my Maybelline powder, didn't fit in here as well. And I've also been testing it out, and some like larger setting spray bottles don't fit in here, but you could always carry those separately if you really had to. I just wish it had like a little bit more depth going this way. But other than that, this is how I've been traveling with my makeup. I really think it fits everything nicely. So now we'll just kind of go through and talk you guys through it section by section. So in the first smallest zipper up here, I put my smallest item. So I have my Fenty gloss, my Kylie shadow, and my ColourPop lipstick, as well as my Profusion brow powders. Again, I just like to take up as much room as I can, so I figured putting the smallest items in here would free up room for larger items in the rest of the bag. In the middle pocket, again, that is supposed to be for the brushes. I think this is really great for longer and skinnier items. So I have my lip liner, my brow pencil, and then my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I really like that they have the length here. And again, if you had anything longer, you could secure it with the band and then cover it, which this cover is so nice for brushes, because if you have dirty brushes, you wouldn't want it to get all over the rest of the bag. So that would cover it up really nicely. In this little discreet pocket under here, I have my eyeshadow palette, just because it is a nice skinny pocket, so you could just slide the palette in there. So that is what that looks like in there. In the other little pocket down here, you guys saw I put some other face items. So I have my highlighter. I also packed my blush. I couldn't feel what that was for a second. And then I also packed my Anastasia bronzer in there. I definitely feel like I could fit more products in this zipper, but for now, that's really all I need for this weekend. And then in the last section of the makeup bag, I decided to pack my face products. Again, I like keeping things close together and categorized, so when I'm doing my makeup, it speeds up the process. So again, my L'Oreal foundation, Maybelline Master Prime, my Catrice spray, my Fit Me powder, and my concealer. So I think everything fits really nice in here. So those are all of my face products together in there. I love how everything is organized. All right, you guys, so that is going to complete how I pack my makeup for the weekend, and this pack with me video and my tips and tricks on actually picking out products and stuff like that. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I always have a lot of fun doing different videos like this, so please let me know if you guys want to see anything else. This is all my makeup. I can't believe that I got my full face in here, because honestly, I've always used makeup cases that were so much bigger than this, because when I do go ahead and use a bigger makeup case, then I always seal it up more. So those bigger makeup cases I will still continue to use, but definitely if I want to be like super glam or going to an event with like lashes and a bunch of different products, looks, like I said, but just for day to day, just to go to see my grandma for the weekend or something like that, this is going to be perfect, and I've been really liking it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video seeing me put it together. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you're subscribed before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you guys don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!